Shit. I don't know. It's like a 1 out of 10 chance you got a cousin Jacob.
I have a cousin Steven. I have a cockroach on my wall.
Second name on Joe. I don't even know why I said Jacob. I usually do go.
I have a cousin Eddie.
Yeah, that's a head.
I have a cousin Shannon. Oh, I think you're thinking of Jesse. What can I say is my cousin? How long do you think that live's gonna go before it goes out?
I don't know.
I was kicked from my own live stream and I'm unable to join it again.
Yeah, that's weird.
So maybe I'm not allowed to tell you how to do it, but I'm allowed to bring you there, and then you have to do it for yourselves. It is. Today's the 13th, which is a Matrix Day. So I'm not sure if I will go.
Yeah, I've been thinking about like full abstinent and fasting mode.
What does your girlfriend say about that?
I ain't said that yet. I was thinking about saying something, and then I got distracted.
Larry, you turn black.
Excuse?
You turn black, bro. You were not saying, you know what I'm saying? You ain't saying I ain't never seen that. I don't know.
No, your picture's black.
My picture's black? True.
Yeah.
I was sickened by Heather changing her profile picture every 3 days for the past 6 months. So I did black screen because fuck that. Fuck the internet.
Yeah, mine's been a picture of Weston ever since I took that picture of Weston.
Fuck the internet.
It says P in front of him. I don't know if you can tell, but in my picture it says P. And I don't know if you know what P means, but P.
I think I stuck my pee-pee in your bitch and then put it in her. I took my wee-wee out your bitch and put it in her butt. I don't give a fuck.
You did what?
I said I took my wee-wee out your... It's a rap that I wrote. I said I took my wee-wee out your bitch and then put it in her butt. Now she's stuck up. Larry and Casey O'Brien. Is blue your favorite color, Larry?
I like color.
I don't.
Oh.
I like...
color's pretty cool.
I like living in nature.
Nature has hella color.
It's pretty much just green.
No.
It's green. It's pretty much brown and gray. Like
No.
trees are not brown.
Well, it depends on where you are. A lot of around us has been like very denaturalized. Like where we should. So, like there's a lot of color in nature. All the color in nature.
Do you think that white people feel out of place in America because for that hundreds of thousands of years, they've been tuned to the nature and ecosystem over in Europe?
You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers was just sent here because they didn't want to.
Larry, I'm gonna ask your friends if you say motherfuckers a lot.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, does Larry ever say motherfuckers just be going over there for no reason?
No fault. That's just.
No, you're good.
I ain't gonna say like they.
I feel you.
What's there?
I feel you. What What's your girlfriend like?
Um,
I'm interested in Larry's life.
Last night I was getting hit, and then her ass in the middle of it without even stopping. Her ass said something about Bak Tua. And then I don't remember what word. Wait, what was it? There was a word on that thing. It was something chicken related. It's because it was chickens on the TV. But I don't know. I've been thinking about that, and like that shit kind of. I don't know if that's traumatic or not.
You feel traumatized by Bak Tua?
I'm not sure. Bak Tua.
Bionicles.
How you feel about bionicles?
My first thought that came to my head is that an alien race is taking over the world.
Yeah.
I went to go think of a thought, and that's all that my brain could come up with. I don't think about that often.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a part of that alien race.
I mean, starseeds. I think that information is just an amalgamate of probably thousands of aliens. I think it's in a galactic federation. And I think they only really care about certain people. And I think that they crack down the hammer of divine justice and karmic retribution.
I fucks with karmic retribution.
Yeah, I think that something is always reading our intentions. So whatever you were intending to do, something knows what you were intending to do. So you probably have a mission that you're guided to learn certain things. So what you do to others, I think maybe that might be like a proficiency based system, and spirit guides might be aliens that are working a job that might have worked with you for a long time, like maybe past lives, and their job is to just get you towards your goal. And the better they do at that, the better they can be promoted. And maybe lives like mine or ours, maybe, I don't know, maybe we have multiple spirit guides that they come in for a shift just to see if they can do a test, and our lives are the test. So if they do a good job, they get promoted. So we would be like Sims characters in like a high-level video game for an ancient alien species. That could also be our ancestors in the future that live outside of space and time. Or they could be us. Like maybe this life is my test, but I feel more like my life is a reward, even if it's suffering. My life is like a gift.
I think with the way this life is designed, it would be given to us was in some form of test or something.
Do you believe in life? Do you believe the life path numbers?
I don't know. I believe that everything's very binary. I don't know if I believe that someone on Earth is able to define what's happening, though. I think if anything, it's just the binary chance of people being right whenever some people think so hard about it all.
The guy Bashar that channels aliens supposedly says that the universe is just a little bit more positive than negative. So in a fractional level, every single thing that happens, even though it's based purely on our choices and free will in the present moment, depending on like soul contracts and soul journey, whatever, it always ends on a positive note, just a little bit. So probability is just a little bit less than 50-50, which is why on these coins that we flip, it's heavier on the head side, just a little bit.
It's heavier in the head, so
Because the universe is like this coin where it's heavier on the positive side, just a little bit. So if you were to flip this coin 1,000 times,
gradually scaling up, but like still going down.
yeah, it would be more positive than negative. So with
Like
they say karma is like push and pull. Everything you push out into the universe, there's a pull back to reset it into balance.
that's how the fucking stock market is. Push and pull.
He gave me a lot more rolling papers. How many rolling papers did he give? I thought he gave me 4 rolling papers. He gave me a lot more than I realized.
Yeah, boy, got you right.
Do you feel like you're holding on to a lot of negativity and pain?
I feel like I'm like sitting in the corner, and like like the corner or like the area around me is pretty like clean, but then there's just like it's a bit fucked up in the rest of the room, and then you go into the hallway and you're like, damn, why the fuck am I even here?
Hold on. You're saying your room is clean, but when you go into the hallway, it's so messy that you don't feel comfortable. Like you feel trapped in your room, surrounded by massive chaos, but your room is clean.
Well, that's how I used to live, but no, that's just how I feel in my head. Like that's how I feel about me. Because you asked.
Yeah. No, I mean it metaphorically.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I'm authentic. This isn't me at all.
Oh no, definitely not. It's hard to speak with like real.
But I don't freak out about it as much. I know it's going to be crazy if I go to church tomorrow because I have a real OG. And if there's one thing I know about real OGs is that no matter how much they seem to like you, other than Jack, Jamaican Jack was a good influence on me, and Chemo and the Dominican, the people there. But the other instances of OGs that have been in the homeless community that I've met that seem a little bit like that guy, but maybe not that guy, is they sort of drag you down because that's where real life happens. And I seem to operate a lot better and a lot more comfortably when I can be so delusional that it becomes my entire life, and then I can live comfortably inside that with a real mindset. So I'm always aware, but I don't hold all that pain in. And when I hang out with real OGs, it seems like there's always this coy game of bringing me back down to that realness, and there's a lot of pain and destroying of my dreams, and it makes life so much harder when I walk places, and that's why I didn't like it, but it was necessary, and it always happens in my yang year.
That realness is necessary. That's what fucking tolerates what you think about, what you tolerate. That's what tolerates toleration. That's just how it is.
What up, Coop? Wait a second. That's Boone.
What's up?
Coop Lynn is Boone, I think. It's midnight 30 in the morning. Did Coop go to bed at Yeah, it is. Coop, did you go to bed at like 8 o'clock? I went live for 5 hours. Coop, I got kicked from my own live and I'm not able to join it.
It's your nephew.
That's my nephew. Coop is my nephew. I'm Ongen, he's Nep. Get a job, Coop. We talked to a homeless guy today that lives in the building, and he's a real OG. He's a cool guy. And I had Boone on Discord, and he was talking, and I said, that's my nephew. He's like, that's your nephew? I was like, yeah, and he talked to him for a little bit, and he was like, how old are you? And he said, 14. And he went, get a job. Get a job. And he tried to find out where he lived for 20 minutes. No, for like 2 minutes. And Boone wouldn't tell him, and he was like, what? Come on, man. He was trying to say, why can't Casey live with you? Because he was trying to get me out of this homelessness. So then I said, he's not my real nephew. He's my nephew. He's like, oh, then I'm your dad.
Yeah.
Now he wants to bring me to church tomorrow because I told him the story about how I helped a family struggling become successful business owners, and they named their business after me because of how we worked together with God. So it'll be his first time going to this place, and it's on a 13 day, and that 13 days are Matrix days. So I'm just generally a badass.
Yeah.
I think I've become a badass. But I can't roll for the life of me. Oh, you know what you're supposed to do, I think?
You're supposed to do it with
I got the first part. Do you know what a roll is?
I imagine the cigarette ain't too much off of each one.
It's the same thing. It's rolling papers and tobacco.
Yeah.
I know the part where you put your... Can you see the live?
Yeah.
I got like this. I know how to put my fingers like this. I'm rolling it and pinching it to push it down. I got this far. How the fuck do I get it? Do I use my nail to like... How do I get it into the tobacco? So...
To like...
You know what I'm saying? How to make it curl in.
Or like tuck it in. You just like... Or are you talking about to roll it?
I'm talking about how to tuck it in and then roll.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you just kind of like... Put it under the... I don't know, it's hard to put words in. Just put it under this shit. Just like... You like... It's all raw because...
Yeah. I'll do one and then the other. I'll do this side first, and then I'll go back through and do this side. Okay. Okay. Drugs are bad. Drugs are bad, okay. Can't be doing drugs. Drugs are bad, Boone, okay, okay. Okay, Boone, you can't be doing drugs, okay. Don't be like Casey and fail to roll. Okay. Okay. Drugs are bad. Drugs make you stupid, okay. Snoop Dogg isn't smart, okay. Snoop Dogg is not smart, okay. He's a psyop by the CIA, okay, to make people high, okay. Weed is medicine. And Boone is seemingly smarter than me in some places. Or at least he has more control over his mind. I may have been degenerated by trauma that has formed me into a very strong person, but I don't take a lot of chances with my thoughts. I've been slowly empathizing after bullying you guys with rants. I slip in a little bit of empathy here and there. Okay. Okay, Larry.
Okay.
I'm not a role model, okay? But I do know these things. Ketosis is the way, the truth, the life. Okay, it'll really help everybody. Okay. Daydreaming about your memories really does put you back in alignment. Okay, it's very powerful. Okay, and it makes you a god. Okay, so you better use it for the right reasons. Okay. Daydreaming and remembering your past as if it was a daydream. Like vividly experiencing your past over and over again to reset you back to who you were with the knowledge that you've gained. Okay. Okay, you don't know how to remember things?
Right. I mean, like, I can remember things, but I just remember, like,
it's not like it's a movie. It's not like you can watch your memories like you're literally there experiencing it again.
No, I kind of just remember, like, feelings. I remember the thoughts I had, like, at that time.
That's the 11 superpower. Suppose like Joe Rogan has a photographic memory that helps him come up with when he's talking to people. That's what helps him be that encyclopedia of knowledge and allows him to talk for 3 hours because he's an 11. If you know, I think it's like no homo, because I don't, not the gayness of Aiden Ross. It does feel like Joe Rogan, Aiden Ross, and Alex Jones. I seem to act a lot like them. Like it's like I express myself the same way. And Accountability for All does the same thing. The way we talk is not anywhere near the way that the other people that don't have the 11 talk. We're this different emotional expression. Okay. This isn't me. Okay. I heard Larry tell me in my mind that he's going to bed.
I don't think my mom knew about this. Or she likes to sit down when she does it. Don't clean up here. You know what time it is?
Pineapple on pizza?
A good rest of your case night. I think I got work in the morning, so I got this. Good night, Muffin. Good night.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Yes.
Hold on.
Alright, well, good night.
Alright.
I tried.
My last thought was good luck on your semen retention journey. That came to my head. I was trying to watch tarot videos.
I actually don't want the chocolate milk to spill fucking right to left again.
Okay. Cool. It's all good in the hood, man. What the hell? Wants to see my disgusting shit.
I was saying that was a
Yeah,
that was a glorious Duke.
yeah.
I've been taking like perfect gigantic logs that are perfectly sized and or not perfectly sized but perfectly shaped, that are smooth and they're straight and they're like a perfect straight line. It's weird. I'm like healthy. You're not.
You been eating pickles and shit,
You're
bro?
not worthy, Tony. The smell just came out and hit me from the bathroom, and now I have a migraine. What was I doing? I have to come back to Earth. This is a lot of content. The fact that Westy doesn't have a job, I think is it's good that I need an editor. I wish I could pay Westy. I would literally pay him to edit for me, even if it was like if he told me how much money he needed a month to like survive nicely, to continue doing what he's doing, which would be like constantly editing my videos and making better content. I would find a way to do that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. I wish. Once I get. I'm in a really weird state, and I ain't opened no video for a long time. But I imagine I'll be able to do some editing for you. I just need to get to that. I need to get money first.
Yeah. Do you have your own place?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Good for you, bro. I imagine it's probably really stressful and difficult and probably super depressing.
It's not that bad. This was like my house when I was a kid. I'm just here again.
You moved back into your childhood home after your parents moved out?
Well, I only moved out of here because my mom passed, and I lived here with my mom. But they were like renting it out to people, and then they had like the last people weren't paying their rent or something.
I got you.
But I've started to like give in to my fucking like chocolate addiction recently. Like, I've been drinking so much fucking chocolate milk. I ain't never drank milk before.
I love chocolate milk.
I've been drinking like 2 gallons a week, at least. I don't know if that's a lot or not, but it's a lot to me.
2 gallons a week of chocolate milk?
Yeah.
Are you lactose intolerant?
It doesn't seem to be.
Oh. I'm lactose intolerant. I can't drink like a half gallon. I can drink like a quarter gallon of chocolate milk and I'm set for the week. But I love what's your favorite type of chocolate milk?
I really like the dark chocolate silk almond milk, but that shit's kind of expensive.
It's just like water that has a little bit of strongness. There's like a strength to almond milk.
No, the dark chocolate silk almond milk, bro, that shit tastes just like a chocolate milkshake.
I have it dark chocolate almond milk, the silk almond milk, with the cashy Go Lean Crunch, peanut butter. You have to be on food stamps to be able to buy shit like that, but it's great.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's all right for you.
It's hard to find things in the store that are good for you.
There's nothing better on a summer's day for me than at 11 o'clock in the morning going to Walmart and buying one of those, not even Walmart, but like at the gas station. When I would buy like mac and cheese and heat it up in the microwave at the gas station, and I'd get the Hood chocolate milk that are like $1.39.
And the Prairie Farm.
No, the Hood with the red logo. I love the Hood chocolate milk. There's also they have local Vermont ones here, so they have local Vermont chocolate milk that tastes like ice cream, like the soft serve ice cream you'd get at like a local ice cream place. Those are all right.
But I don't know what it is with the chocolate milkshake. I haven't had McDonald's in like 2 years, but that milkshake they got, bro, that shit is unmatched.
It's pretty good.
Except by dark chocolate silk almond milk. I just spilled chocolate milk on my mirror.
What proteins are in? It's whey. Whey is milk. Whey protein isolate that's in the protein powders. That's probably dry powdered milk, right?
I don't know. That stuff always seemed weird to me.
I like it. But I would mix it with like disgusting tasting African roots. So it would always taste, it tastes like how you imagined being in the Sahara smells. Like that dry, earthy, yellow smell that isn't piss. That's how, like, I would take these ashwagandha maca root mixes that had like gelatin in it to help with digestion and some word like emulsion or something. And I'd have that. I used to just I would fry ginger. I'd cut up ginger and I'd fry it in peanut butter with a little bit of chili powder. No, I wouldn't do chili powder because it's already has that spice hit to it. So I'd put it in peanut butter and a little bit of olive oil, and I'd fry ginger until it was literally fried, like on both sides, like charred, and I'd eat it with the. And I just tried different like onion powders in it, chopped up onion sautéed, and I just eat that, and I would watch Aiden Ross streams, the clips he would post. And I used to.
Yeah, I'm sitting here drinking chocolate milk and eating cherries while watching Casey streams.
You for real be watching? Were you like? Do people, do you think, actually go back and watch full VODs of what I do?
I don't know. I've never really been like much of a consumer of streamer content, but the videos look like they get views even whenever it's like a full VOD, like after the fact. But I imagine it's a lot of like people get recommended like whenever they're like watch like whenever they're like got YouTube going and they're sleeping. I feel like you probably come up while people are sleeping.
I invade them.
Wow.
I invade their subconscious.
Type shit.
They wake up and they're like,
I've
"Man,
been thinking
I'm
about.
gonna go shit outside."
I've been thinking about I should just like. So I got some songs that are like 2 hours long. I should just upload those for like so I can do that.
Yeah, put it on.
Invade sleep.
Go into like the psychedelic niche. Get on a Spotify playlist of psychedelic shit, so that when people fall asleep listening to their binaural beats, all of a sudden you're like, "I'm Larry. I'm walking through the woods today. I'm out in nature where it's green. It makes me think of Casey. The world is weird.
The world is like a Casey.
The world is encasing me in Casey." Then I go, "I pooped in the laundromat."
Have you pooped like in a laundry machine before?
I've hid in a laundry machine to avoid the sub-zero cold outside. In 2022, I would sneak into the laundromat at night, and I would live stream on Facebook. I have a backlog of old Casey live streams. I have no way to get onto my channel right now of me playing chess, and when I was dating an indigenous woman in a McDonald's that later sacrificed me to a demon. And then the demon that said, even though she's hot as hell, great sex, she drove a Challenger too. She used to be a bank teller. Now she wants to be a cop, named Jessie. She's a Pisces. And she's kind of hot. But then it was like, the first time I had sex with her was great. The next time I had sex with her, she smelled. She every time I spoke to her, it was like she was emitting this disgusting scent, and I didn't want to fuck her at all. She started cackling. It was like she got possessed. And then I fucked her again, because why not? And then she started cackling again, and I felt this deep, dark presence that sometimes I feel from people that when they enter my live stream, or sometimes people have bad days, and I feel that. And I said, "Is that a demon?" And she's like, "Yep." "Yeah, it is." I said, "Did you just try to sacrifice me to a demon?" She's like, "No, I ate you." And then 2 weeks later, she choked her son half to death, her newborn son.
Bruh.
Yep. So her parents had to lock her. And her son's name is Vincent.
Never been locked up.
I called DCF. I called the cops.
Sure.
I called the cops, and
What, energy?
I didn't know what to do. I said, I can't let that happen. I called her.
Yeah, I mean, type shit.
I called the
She
child.
better not be what?
Yeah, I called the child's grandmother on the baby daddy side. And she said, "You're literally giving me hope." I said, "I don't know you. I don't know him on your end, but I just wanted to tell them that's happening because I want her to get help. I also believe I'm spiritual, so I'm not going to tell you that she's schizophrenic, but I'm going to tell you that she needs some type of help in her life. She's a manager at a McDonald's, and she's doing that. And she believes that she's sacrificing energy of the people that she pisses off at the McDonald's to feed demonic entities." And then there was another kid that was 16 years old that made $500,000 doing e-commerce. And I asked him how, and he said, "I'm just going to tell you flat out, I worship a demon god, Mammon. And I do what it asks me, and it gives me opportunities where it tells me what to do, and I do it, and I get money."
Are you telling me that all these videos of people telling you that they can tell you how to make money are actually, they're made because demons tell them to tell people?
In some cases, yes.
Like that guy that was with his new Lamborghini.
So before you even said anything, I knew you were about to tell me about Teo Cruz or whatever. Not Ty Lopez. Knowledge.
Is he a demon or trained by the demons?
He might be indoctrinated into a Masonic cult like everybody else in Hollywood. He might have been in position to do that. I don't The main general consensus you're going to see in movies is that the bad guy turns out to actually be the good guy, because the Bible, was written in a way where you have to morally get to an understanding of right and wrong and realize that the good part was actually the deceiver the whole time. Which is why the Statue of Liberty is Lucifer. Because it's trying to get you to understand that history is written by the victors and that deception is everywhere. So you have to really delve deep into the Bible to realize that the hero gets ostracized as a villain and life is very complicated. So that the heroes on Earth will always be villainized. And that you might have to play a bad character in order to do good things because the world isn't ready and doesn't want a hero the way that humans naturally become heroes. Like they do. I'm not talking about like a guy that goes in and selflessly saves an animal. I'm talking about like a guy that tries to share light with the world. It just breeds jealousy. So it could be, it's like it's complicated, and it's a complicated onion or basket woven of tons of different psyops. But one of them is that you're going to see the villain and the hero be skewed, and that the villain might actually be the hero the whole time, and you have no idea. So like in different movies that have popped up in the past 10 years, I guarantee you a lot of the different plot lines are actually that the villain isn't as bad as you realize, and that the hero might not be. I'm getting an image of the blonde guy, the superhero, Homelander. Isn't that where he's pretending to be a hero, but really it's all for money?
I ain't seen that one.
Homelander's like a big plot twist, I think, where it's a superhero movie, but they're actually the villains, and they're pretending to be heroes for money. It's like a superhero movie, but the heroes have powers and they're corrupt. So I haven't watched it. I don't know who the real hero, or it might be called The Boys. Not Homelander. I don't know. I miss my cousin, man. If you stand for nothing, you die. I've been pumping out lots of content. Let's see if my VOD has made it. Let's see if the live stream has ended. I just want them to go. I want my life back. I want my feeling that I'm going to be the king. I'm the heir. What was I doing? Oh, YouTube. She's so fine. There's no telling where the money went. I got a tarot reading that says, "What are you? They don't know what you are, watching you closely, trying to figure out." And then I got Magnus Carlsen sacrifices his queen to humiliate 2,000 rated opponent. That sounds like good content. It's also 606, which is double 33. And it's 3.3 million views. Okay, let's see if I'm still, am I still live? No, Living with Larry is live.
Yeah.
So let's go to the VOD. Yeah, okay, we have it. Powers Out Again is back. I have it. I'm dropping a lot of sauce. I'm sharing the sauce. All these people that tune into me, but I'm not gaining any subscribers. So this 112 views that I got, they were probably all subscribers. Like, I'm getting more than 100 views every stream, and I'm not gaining any subs. But doesn't it, in order to have a view, doesn't it mean you have to watch for like 5 or 6 minutes?
It's probably something like that for like toleration.
Do you know the guy in the group Where has like 2,000 subscribers?
Where?
On YouTube. How long do you have to watch on YouTube video to count as a view? At least 30 seconds. Okay, at least 30 seconds. So then I'll go to analytics. So 196 people watched for at least 30 seconds on the last live video. My views are actually down drastically. I'm 1,000 views down than I usually have been getting. I usually get 10,000 views a month. I usually get 20,000 views. I'm almost at 200,000 views in a year. Let's look at... I'm at 2,279 public watch hours. So once I hit that milestone, I need 3 million shorts views in 90 days in order to monetize. Or I need 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. But I feel like as soon as the video if Westy pops off with some prime Casey content and we do the hashtags and we drop it at the right time, it's going into the stratosphere.
Yeah, I think Westy has the key.
Westy has the key to content.
Yeah, just gotta you just gotta get locked in. You just gotta see.
Westy's a Leo. When you said Westy has the key, you just have to see. I got hit by like an Aquarian tentacle that shocked my hand. Of whatever meaning you were trying to convey in this metaphor.
Door hand pocket.
Door hand pocket.
Get through without even some
thought you once told me. I like this dog. His name is Apex.
You got a dog named Apex?
Dog named Apex. Should I get this dog, guys? He's 1.5 years old. I feel like I should get a puppy. I want to go to work and I want to work for a month, but I don't want to fuck up and ruin my life somehow by making bad decisions, like working at a job when I should be manifesting and meditating and being at peace because I've been in chaos for so long. Then they're selling a 7-month-old black dog named Ranger. I miss the crows. Hot Irish women are now in all my suggested friends.
I think I have to probably start befriending the crows before it's too late.
I've had multiple testimonies now from people that have popped into the live stream that the crows be attacking them, and they feel the same exact way that I feel, and they're all minors.
Well, I don't trust none of y'all then. I'm sorry.
Maybe we don't like the darkness that they try to rape us with, and maybe you like that darkness.
No, the crows supersede the darkness.
It seems to me like they want to. It's like a giant dark boner that they try to shove in your mind.
I've always noticed they take the bad energy and fly it away.
I feel like it's not bad energy that they take, but personal strength. Like, I feel like I like having the darkness in me because I incorporate it, and it's not bad energy, it's just dark. So it feels like there's a strength there, and that allows me to do better things, and its confidence to me is dark. Confidence is a dark.
Maybe the crows just bring me other people's energies.
Yeah, I think the crows are stealing energy from the public, and they're playing a game, and then they go into their tree and they scream at each other to suck it all up.
You think they steal energy from the public and bring it to me?
I don't think they bring it to you.
No, that's my theory now. I think I'm at test this.
I don't think they're bringing it to you. I think that I mean, they might be using you. Like, crows know how to do tools, so they might be for crows to do that to you. What are they gaining from it?
I'm a tool.
Yeah, like they might be doing that because they know they get rewarded somehow for that. Like that.
I have yet to feed them. I don't know. Maybe they make me want to feed them. Maybe they're hungry.
It probably has to do with what you produce. So they're feeding you as a machine, and you're taking it in, and it's producing something. Like maybe when you go to your pizza place, and you are in the back, and you're making the pizzas, you're infusing the pizzas with the darkness, which in turn is going to all the people that are eating that pizza, which are filled with parasites, which produce more negativity and darkness and lower vibrations, because pizza is a low vibrational food. Even though it produces a good time and it makes people feel good, it's still a low vibrational food that feeds parasites. So maybe they know that because you're there, the more you can provide to everybody, the more likely it is that when the crows go back out, they have more to take. So they're not really giving you more than you need. They're maintaining you to continue for you to do what's helping them. And it's probably not the crows. It's probably Odin, or like the thing that the ancients say was tethered to all the different crows. Which goes back to Cernunnos probably. But Cernunnos didn't feel like that. Cernunnos felt like a light in the darkness. The pagan forest god. Cern. Because when Cern came to me, it was light. It was shining in the darkness, in my mind. It was like a vortex opened and wow, 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 in the side of my brain. And then I saw a deer man step out of the ether into my mind. And it told me, I am the embodiment of the wild. You're on a path. You're on a mission. You're protected. This is your test. You're chosen for this. If you choose to cower it out and chicken out, I saw a bear eating me. So I don't know if that meant that maybe I failed Sundance and then I was forced to become the bear, where I was consumed by the bear in 2024 because I didn't live up to my potential in the coming year, because that was the year of the water tiger. So in my year of the cat, maybe if I didn't live life the way that I promised, I was forced to live as a bear. Or it meant that I was going to get mauled by a bear on that mountain that's hungry, because I felt like the bear was hungry and it was just violently attacking me. Or maybe if I thought it was a mountain lion, I wouldn't be as afraid. Like maybe it chose the bear because I had no way to fight off a bear. Maybe the bear is nature's fiercest animal right now, out where I was. It showed me it said if I chose to stay on the mountain at nighttime and I chickened out walking through pitch black all the way 7 miles down a hill while I was being followed by something in the forest that was rustling the leaves and running from tree line to tree line behind me. Loud, like it was almost a person running. Then I would have been mauled if I chose to chicken out. But that was before I even knew what Cernunnos was, and I had no idea that he embodies a deer man. That's his symbol. I saw a deer that was standing on 2 feet with long fingers. And then I know that that's the Wendigo and that's Cernunnos. But that didn't feel dark. But I used to wake up and I was hoarding onto the dark energy out in the forest and trying to build it to get back to my best self, to put through what I was trying to make, to keep my confidence going. And then the crows would show up and scream at me until they could literally eat it. And I felt like they took it and they would fly away and I would be lifeless and empty, and it was very painful. And then I would notice that the crows would all run back to the nest. So there must be some way that they're storing that energy or like giving it back to the woods. And they're like pirates, pillaging. So I never really felt that darkness in people. I didn't feel it in Larry until the other day, and now I feel that Larry's got it a little bit. I don't know if it was mine. I went through like an abandonment ritual. I was like, we're all working together, and then you guys like dipped out for days, and then got on the voice chat in Z Club, and I, for some reason, whether it was like a demon or not, I felt like, oh fuck, they all hate me and they left me behind, and now I'm a loser here, and my life is over.
We just be going through life.
Yeah. I know Ethan went through some shit this week.
Yeah, no, Ethan's been fucked up. All blessings and prayers and such to Ethan.
I think we have to start building something. We need to be working towards, or at least I do. I need to be working towards something.
I want to build the river. I want to revitalize the land.
I think I need to take a break from Discord and from everybody. I need to leave Larry and leave. I need to leave Larry for a little and get back to like sitting alone, that isolation.
Fucking meditate in the wood type shit.
I mean, yeah, probably. I should put a tent out there, and so I should spend like half the day here and half the day out there sleeping to rest with the forest, and then that would be a better way that I come in, and then people can feel the energy difference. I mean, I should be calling to Jesus. I should be asking Jesus to help.
Is it still really cold outside?
Yeah. It's snowing. It's 2:22. I'm thinking about building a war camp out in the forest. The winter war camp. It's 21 degrees. Is there snow where you live?
Yeah, it's snowing right now.
All right.
It's not that cold though. It's like 25 right now.
I saw you skateboarding and the sun was out. It looked like you lived in Nashville. I thought you were in Nashville.
No.
We're getting another cold front on Monday. So it's going to be 11 tomorrow, 18 the next day. It's going to be a blizzard for the weekend. And then Monday and Tuesday, it's going to be -3 and 4 all day. Oh, shit, it's coming down, bro. It's coming down. Look at that. You can't even see it. It hasn't snowed like this up in the mountains, ever. Heather's not worthy to be a Discord mod. Heather's not worthy to be a YouTuber mod. Oh, God. I don't know. I think if I had a choice between Larry and my mom for the Aquarius in my life, probably Larry. Or maybe it's just different. My mom's living in squalor and in isolation in Section 8, meditating all day and learning different things. But she's turned into a grandiose narcissist that's socially uncalibrated and then constantly goes to Facebook to post things that she thinks people are gonna view, and nobody's viewing it. So I don't know what she gets her likes by playing a victim, and I'm the abuser. If she needs dopamine hits and support from people, she has to be this victim that needs help. So she was playing. He's playing to that. I don't know. Sometimes I think all women are narcissists.
Sometimes I think everyone's narcissist.
I think that I'm not a narcissist, but I think that I get drained a lot, and then it's like the only thing left is narcissism. So it's like I'm naturally not a narcissist, but then when I have a full conversation where I talk for hours like this to people, it sort of feels like they drain me a little bit, and then I become someone I don't like. What's Heather saying? Heather's back. She never left. You will know your mod when they show up. Like Black Rose. I mean, Black Rose just asked to be a mod, but Black Rose is. I heard the word biblical. I don't know. The best part about it, I think, and Larry, you might have this too, where you take in so much dense, high vibrational energy that you feel too big to fit in the room, and like you're not even, or at least I'm not even able to. I can't even hear the TV. Like the TV's loud. The TV doesn't get to my ears, and I don't realize that people can hear me in the hallway because my world feels so dense. And then when I get done talking like this, I feel small again. Like the room feels so much bigger now than it used to. Like when I wake up during the daytime, this room feels really small and I feel trapped. But at nighttime, when I'm done talking for 6 hours, I feel like a little, tiny little version floating in the giant room.
I
It's just,
I try to keep the space free.
I feel you.
Feels vital.
Living like Larry. Westy's going to pick up omega-3s. Oh shit, I'm gonna move my bed to this. I like having 2 beds. I'm gonna move to this one. I did how many push-ups?
Like a good amount. I thought it was like 200, but it might have been less than that.
It was more. It was definitely like 250 or 233. It's now. I'm only a little bit sore. I did go to failure. The live streams hold me accountable because I want to be a positive role model. So I don't think I'll ever do push-ups to failure when I'm sitting alone by myself. As soon as I go to the live stream, I'm pushing myself to failure because I have to live up to my character. If Larry sees me not do push-ups to failure, then how could I ever consider myself being the king in the north?
Yeah, you gotta do 1,000 push-ups a day.
I'm getting close. I just did 230.
And when you hit 1,000 push-ups a day for 365 days, you must tell yourself it is not good enough, and now do 10,000 push-ups a day until you don't have a body to push up.
Yeah. Heather said 260. Wait. Heather said, it's like Jesus showed us the way to the house, the way to house the power of God. That's why he is the way, the truth, the life, a huge servant, yet a great king. Humble. A humble servant. I learned the Bible from South Park. The episode about the economy, where Kyle, the Jew, was encouraging everyone to keep spending and have faith when everybody else was being frivolous and holding on to their money. And selling all their clothes. Kyle said, have faith, and I will literally put myself in debt so I can use a credit. I'll just open up a credit card that with a max limit, with a no limit, and I will pay all of your debts and put myself in debt forever. I was like, okay, I get Jesus now. A Maine Coon. I really want a black Maine Coon named Bear. I don't know how to take it from Ed. Heather, do you think I was supposed to take that cat from Ed? Larry, were you around? Can Larry real quick tell me his first video that he ever saw of Casey?
Bruh, it was. He was walking in the woods. I don't remember what the fuck he was doing. I clicked on it. You had been like, it's like the second time I saw you might recommend it, and like it was just a really silly title. The first video I remember was 100 subs special, talking shit while shitting in the woods or something like that.
Taking a dookie and receiving a care package from the universe.
Yeah, that one. Taking a dookie and receiving a care package from the universe.
That's a good video to start.
Yeah, that was probably like the third video I saw of yours. That's the first one I remember though.
It's been a long road. I think that's my most popular video. Yeah, taking a dookie and receiving a care package from the heavens. And the next one is watch me defeat a demon live. And then Crazy Casey goes to a gas station and Scary Barry. And then one was just a picture of my face. Where I talked, what the hell is this? True. Heather said I shouldn't have taken Bear because I went to jail. I mean, he would have, it depends on if I would have had to keep him on a leash. So he would have probably gone to the Humane Society, or I would have left him with Casey at Capstone. God. Who would have thought I would have got here? I miss Vivid Sketch. Let me see if I can watch the YouTube video and still have Larry talking.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you can. Let's react to my old video on my. Oh god, look at this. This is heaven for me. Oh my god, look at it. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. This might be my favorite video.
Which one?
Walking through an abandoned town in the mountains. That was the bird telling me, "Don't fucking come near me. Your aura is too bright." The birds I thought were singing to me were telling me to fuck off because I was bothering them with my aura. But I thought I was helping them by bringing this amazing, vivid, dense vibe. Do you think you guys could live out here and have that experience with the Dark Wizard and the Wendigo and the aliens and the ancient gods?
I'm trying to link with some ancient gods.
I mean, as long as no one betrays me, as long as there's real commitment and loyalty, and nobody like succumbs to the darkness, and now I have to like fight for dominance and constantly have to worry about people. I don't mind going on an adventure to like Ireland to go to a real druid festival where they bring in and take in Cernunnos. They like really bring in an ancient pagan god. Because a guy named Oak, coincidentally in this cabin, I spoke to a man on Facebook named Oak Bear. And Oak Bear told me that Cernunnos shows up every time. And he said he can't tell me what they do, but it's not human sacrifice, and it's not anything that wouldn't be positive. But I don't know if I believe him.
They're turning the friggin' frogs gay.
They really are. They're turning all of us. That's why you need to...
AI has possessed the cells of the masses.
Yeah, you ain't
They want
lying.
to kill me.
Oh, I'm talking... Wait, I thought that was Larry. Is that me?
Is that you?
Don't...
Well, I know it's coming from Mike.
Don't talk.
Is it your echo?
Hold up, don't talk. Let's see if it's me. I thought it was Larry.
Yeah, what the fuck? I don't even know what that was.
Wait for it. I agreed with myself.
They're turning the friggin' frogs gay. The AI has possessed the cells of the masses. They want to kill me. They're actively plotting against me. They program our minds to disable our natural hormone production. They distracted me and tried to kill these birds, and something made it feel so unsafe that they never came back. While I was trying to save those neglected cats. But I got a notification for a tarot reading that took place a month ago. And the guy thought that it was this king that failed this long cycle that had been dragging on for years. But in reality, as the tarot went on, it realized that the guy realized there's two tarot readers that I feel are actually gifted based on my knowledge and understanding of other dimensional realms. I visit in my 24 years of isolation and perseverance through your world, that he realized that this emperor that had failed his cycle didn't fail. He lost everything. He had everything taken from him and was stuck in isolation because it was to force him to go inside and to introspect and to realize the inner world again, to connect back to God and see his will and to understand the inner workings of nature.
and I didn't watch the rest. I just opened the video. I want to show you. In November, I started designing my TV show that I'm extremely proud of, and it's taken me years and years and years of creative evolution and perseverance to get to that high level of emotional, intuitive understanding and creative skill and ability for me to churn out things that raise people back to the highest and have these transformative moments that make people cry. So, close your eyes. Imagine right in front of you, a little bit up, a little bit to the left. There's a staircase that goes from the middle, scrolling up to the right, and then back to the middle. Kind of like a not as curved, a more closer to straight version of the spiral staircase or the curved staircases in a mansion, but it's all made of stone, and it goes to a single long watchtower, so it looks like a castle keep or one giant rook that's long, like rectangular, and it's got the crenellations on the top. It's got that expanded crenellated roof, and it's decrepit, it's broken down because a long battle had happened. And there's a king with a long beard, still black, he's young, he's in his 30s, long hair, kind of like lazy or worn down clothes that used to be royal, and he's just sitting enjoying himself, smoking a peace pipe or whatever, and he looks up and blows a little fireball out of his mouth, like, and it hits a leaf and knocks it down, and as it falls, he does another one, and it burns the leaf in the shape of a heart, and he's holding the heart in this decrepit, broken down castle in a garden. And the garden has a dome over it. It has so many little facets and interweavings of the hedges and all the different birds that lead to different enclosures where he keeps his family members that have been corrupted by a curse that enhances their inner workings and problems into lifelike creature form. Like his cousin is a young skinny girl that gets angry and lashes out, and she turns into like half goat horned, half purple scaled with wings dragon that runs around this tinier dome inside spitting fire, and her mother's in there cleaning up the mess that she leaves behind constantly with her incessant need to clean, to fix her daughter's problems. And they're both just screaming and arguing at each other as these creatures that go back and forth based on the emotional intelligence. And there's further up past the keep, on the right, further up, there's a smaller, more Roman-centered shag house with a tree growing, like tons of these roots growing out, and the roots go into the garden and then periodically spit flames through the roots, like you see this fiery energy go through the garden just at random moments. And the keep is red and gray. That's what I imagined, and I drew, and I wrote from a specific perspective. And 6 months later, after being stuck in the snow and having to fight crackheads for years and ostracization, and everywhere I went, it seemed like the entire world was against me. Everywhere I went, it was people trying to steal my power through relationships and hurt me. And I was just pushing and pushing this creative perseverance to make my best magnum opus. And the thing that I saw in my mind looked a lot like this.
I got what I wanted and more. in a way I couldn't even imagine it coming to fruition, in a better way. That will be probably the best time of my life, I think, was being out there. And the terrifying things I had to overcome personally, like being so far from society and seeing spiritual things that are barely comprehensible. And being brave enough to power through it. Like, I used to be so terrified to go through the woods at night knowing that there's Wendigo and knowing that there's spirits out there that were responding to me, and I was seeing things I can't describe to you, and I don't want to describe to you because I don't want to fill your brain with it, but it's real. And it was terrifying. And I would take toilet paper and I would light toilet paper and put it on a stick, on a mile marker, and I would carry the mile marker through the woods with the burning toilet paper, and I'd have to keep spinning the toilet paper to keep it burning until I could get all the way to the edge of the forest and get back to where the lights are. And like, things would jump at me, like there would be loud noises right next to me, and I would see things. And the craziest thing, I don't care if you believe me or not, but one time I came back to my cabin after a very long spiritual journey that was very traumatic and crazy out there, and I returned and nobody had been there, but something put a deer skull right outside my cabin. And I think that I felt like there were spirits watching me, and I felt like they were waiting to see if I would decide to put the deer skull into my tent. And if I put the deer skull into my tent, they would be able to communicate with me and they would visit me that night. And if I didn't, they would leave me alone. And what I did is I said, I'm not going to do that. I will put it right next to the cabin. And then that night, it was a full moon. It felt like that a giant vortex flooded the cabin, like the UFO, wow, 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 wow. And a giant, bigger than us, praying mantis emerged from the side of the cabin, and I saw it through the window, and it looked at me, and it hit my mind that made me not able to communicate with it. Like, it was basically saying, the way that you try to empathize, fuck you the way you try to empathize. Because I was like dark confidence, trying to sort of hit it and get a feel for what it is. And it said, fuck you. And then I saw this dark, shadowy figure that seemed like an old, like somebody that, it seemed like a version of me that killed himself in that cabin. Like, it felt like me, but it felt like all the dense masculinity I was trying to learn and how to be a man and go through life and incorporate that ancient knowledge and wisdom that I'm supposed to embody, and I have. Like the end of that journey for me, I guess, who I become. But I also felt this really strong feeling like he hung himself. So I didn't know if that was an old pilgrim that used to live there back when that cabin was a sugaring shack, or if that was me in the future. But the praying mantis sort of brought that to me. And then it phased out. I also, if you notice, the way I'm talking is the way Larry talks.
I'm talking like Larry?
I was. I'm not talking like Larry now, but talking like Larry when we go back to when Larry first got here and started the stream. And then when I listened to Larry's music, We were both talking the same way, probably because you probably spent a lot of time walking through the woods.
To the next four-letter
She's so hot. Look at her.
album title be Fart?
Too bad she sold her soul. Yeah, I paused it right when she did the look. Look at that serendipity. That's a demon.
And we kept it in there, so if you listen really closely, you can hear him say that.
Oh, wow, all right. That's a fun little treat, because the vampire song has a catchy little lyric in there that our son started singing back to us.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
It's all right, it
That
happens.
influence.
See, you're not the Wiggles. You're an adult, you're making songs for, adults, and
Yeah.
it just so happens that younger people like them too. Do you think about that, though, when you're writing these songs?
I do. I think about it often. I love using a swear word when I think it's like tasteful and necessary, but sometimes I try to tone it down. Like there were a few songs on the album where I was swearing all over them, and I kind of had to like pare it back. Like in Get 'Em Back, it's like, because I miss the way he kisses and the way he made me laugh. And originally it was, because I miss the way he kisses and the way he grabbed my ass. And I was like, what should the next
What were you saying?
That magnesium glycinate.
What about it?
You fuck with that magnesium glycinate?
I don't know anything about it. I'm sure I think my mom does. What is it?
You fuck with... I don't know. I can look. You fuck with that ashwagandha?
Yeah. I think I'd be able to appreciate it more now.
It's gentle on stomach. Amino acids.
Fuck with them heavy.
Yeah, I guess it's just like minerals for your body, like a supplier for minerals or something. Easy absorption minerals. 150 plus patents. Magnesium glycinate.
I need stuff that gets rid of parasites, and I need stuff that breaks apart things that are in the body that might block veins and muscle tissue, like a nanoparticle virus, like the movie or like the book Prey by Michael Crichton, who also made Jurassic World. I think there's an island that has dinosaurs on it. I think that there are dragons, which are, I think T-Rexes have wings, and those were dragons. And I think that I really think that some of these mountains were actually ancient giant creatures that are fossilized. Like I really think that some of these mountain ranges are the spine of an ancient thing from a long time ago, back when trees were the size of mountains. And I think that maybe what was here, I think Kepler 7b, which is a planet that's 1,000 times bigger than Earth, that is how it's got life on it. I don't know if any of you know that yet, but if you look up Kepler whatever 7b, it's got water and life. We don't know if it's life exactly, but they say that the atmosphere has the conditions to support life. So I don't see why they can see that planet, but they can't zoom in on what's going on there. You know what I'm saying? How can they see that there's a planet out there all those light years away, but they can't zoom in on what's going on the planet, I don't believe it. I think they have plenty of planets that have alien life on them. And I think that they can see them in their telescope, but they're not allowed to say anything. If there really are planets. Like,
They're probably just the hunters for real.
yeah, I don't think we needed to send a ship to see what Mars' surface looks like. I think they're zooming in right on the planet. We have all these different astronomy bases and observatories that are so powerful they can see light years away. Yet they didn't know what the surface of Neptune looks like. They had to send a rover out there, or they had to send a ship with a satellite. No. We can zoom in on the moon's surface with our cell phones. There's aliens out there. And I think that the Earth, I think they're lying about the size of the Earth. And I think the ice wall is real. And I think that the Earth is much, much bigger than we realize. I think the Earth might be round, but the size of it is so much different than we realize. And I think that, well, I haven't looked into the pyramid mathematics, but for the pyramid mathematics to be that exact, if it really is that exact, that you can uncover the math of the planet's circumference and its position in the Milky Way galaxy. That's what they said that the pyramid is that when you uncover the mathematics of the pyramid, it's the exact degrees the Earth is in circumference. You can get the size of the Earth from studying the pyramids. Just the shape of the pyramid and the dimensions of it in relation to the area around it. You can get this where the Earth is in the universe at the time when they built it. You can get how big the Earth is. You can get where on Earth it is. You can get, and I think you can get the distance from the sun at the time too. So they built the pyramids as like a monument forever to show that where it was in actual astronomy, in actual science, where it was in the universe. But then you go into the pyramid and it's a bunch of cave paintings in there. So when you look at hieroglyphs, you like my mind went to those are like cave paintings. They're kind of stupid. Like those are stick figure drawings. But then you realize they were trying to communicate with us hundreds of thousands of years in the future. So they had no idea what would be here. So Egypt and whatever was around then was so advanced and so sophisticated, we have no idea. So they only communicated to us in that advanced building that was made of stone because that's what's going to last forever. So they probably had imagine the way nature builds these elaborate beehives and crazy skyscrapers and who knows what else they built. But they built the pyramid specifically to be a time capsule to show their advanced technology. Like the fact that they had the mathematics so well, yet they're trying to convince us that it was slave labor. No, it took us 100 years to get AI that's smarter than us. I think we're the AI that they created. And they could have been dog and eagle people. I don't know.
I'm an AI controlled by an eagle. Angel eagle.
They come to teach us, then they leave us. I don't know what I am. I'm a good kisser that doesn't have any woman to kiss. I'm allowed visitors from 4 to 8. So I could get a Tinder date going and be like, you want to be in a hotel? You want to come sit in a motel with me? And all the people around me? My neighbors? I know I could call my ex and she would pull up tonight. No matter where. That's the type of person she was. She would drive the 3 hours to come see me just for a couple hours and she'd go back. She really did. It was just she betrayed me. Like, I take lying really seriously. And I couldn't let it. Back then I held real grudges and I didn't know. Now I still hold grudges, but I just keep going. Like, I know people don't realize they fall into power games. And they might not even realize what they're doing. But I used to hate that, and then it really does make you bitter. Like, even if you keep them in your life, it's just every time you even see their name, it bothers you. Or at least it bothers me. But Larry, you're 22?
22?
Yeah.
Like Taylor Swift?
Are you 22 like Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
And Larry's got a girlfriend and a life, and an apartment and a job. And he considers himself an esoteric schizophrenic.
No, actually, someone listened to my music and told me that I pose as an esoteric schizophrenic. And I thought, now I'm starting to pose as an esoteric schizophrenic.
But you're...
Because I thought it was funny.
I'm an esoteric schizophrenic.
Esoteric schizophrenic. I think it just rolls off the tongue pretty well.
Yeah. So I'm trying to connect to that higher bandwidth. And I mean, I'm seeing demons. Like, I'm closing my eyes and I see that there's demonic forces on my left side, and they're like scraping my consciousness, and they kind of jumped in for a second, and I saw a woman on her knees screaming to the heavens, like in pain, and there were tons of people around her they were all basically naked except for like white underwear, and I saw the demons were like making them scream and cry in pain. And they're red and blue, like Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance.
Like the police?
They're not police here. They're more like the Doja Cat demon. And they had wings. And they were just kind of sitting around me. Like I tuned into, I don't normally do it anymore. But like I opened my daydream to like see what I see when I just open my mind. And I saw that there was light coming into my consciousness, and there was like skeletons of ancient dragons, and there was blue demons that were around the light that was coming into my mind, and they were like fucking with me, like attached to it, almost like trying to just be next to it. And I don't know if that's a funnel. Like, we might, in order to function in this world, maybe there are those like beings out in the ether, and that they're necessary because if you have light that's coming to you in a funnel, how would you block it in? You'd have to have something that's the embodiment of the opposite of it to work as a barrier, to make sure it channels the right way. So maybe some of these things are just there that are doing energy work. Because the things that I think, when I close my eyes and I just start opening my mind, the things that I see are new to me. I'm not creating them. It's not a choice. And they're so cool. Like, I never in my life would I imagine a beam of light coming into my head, and then there's like 5 or 6 different blue creatures that are humanoid, that have horns and wings, that were just floating around that light that's beaming into my head. And then I opened my mind in the opposite direction, and I realized that a lot of my thoughts that I thought were like just subconscious, I was ignoring them, were actually like these dark, angry beings that when I was aware of them, they started to like scratch at my mind and start to mess up and change the things that I think about. Like I saw him just ripping up one of my pieces of paper and then putting it on the wall, trying to like inscribe messages in the letters to tell me something. And I'm just like literally seeing that right now. I don't know what other people are seeing. Probably nothing because they're addicted. But I do hear voices in my head, and I'm right now. I'm seeing shit. This isn't normal for me.
I don't. Sometimes I get shown things, but I don't get to see things.
Living like this was so bad, I tuned it out for a long time. It's like things are always trying to convert my energy. Always. So I pray for spiritual protection. I'm safe, protected, and blessed. This is why rest is really important. I don't know what I'm seeing. Now I'm seeing Larry's world. I don't know why I don't know why I don't have control over what I'm trying to do. Or it doesn't seem like it.
Are you reading vitamin supplement facts?
No, I saw that I had a bunch of different beings, like spirits, that were trying to communicate with you, and you had like these robot arms like you have an aura of blue, and then there were these robot arms that were grabbing at these things and like ripping the heads off of my like ambassadors to go talk to Larry's world, and we're like harvesting them, and I'm trying to like usually I have to stand tall and I can cut through, but then I never want to be harsh, so then the relationship that we've built now, your subconscious doesn't respect or recognize the thing I would try to like go do, which makes it harder. I just hate relationships for that reason.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of.
It's probably 33.
I what you're saying, but I'm kind of separated from all that. It's kind of that the robot arm is not mine.
Yeah, I think it's the cell phone. I think it's the AI in the cell phone.
I haven't even made the AI yet.
The cool part about the lives is that you guys in real time can see how I, from an exalted position outside of my body, change the shape of my face when I process thoughts.
That is true.
Like my face do be restructuring all the time, live on camera. Like you can see that my features get more protrusive and my jawline. Like I've been eating a lot, yet my jawline is coming back.
You've been doing the mewing exercises.
No.
That's good. Shouldn't do that.
What's wrong with me?
Bad for the brain.
Bad for the brain?
Yeah.
The nigga chin.
Weird false egotism thing.
To like
Bad for the brain. You seen the Rizzler was on sneaker shopping with Complex? That shit blew my mind.
is the Rizzler the kid that does the
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean Rizzler?
or is that Baby Gronk?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
You don't know Baby Gronk?
No, but I know the Rizzler is on sneaker shopping with Complex.
Baby Gronk and the Rizzler are TikTokers.
Damn.
And I gotta watch it. They're funny. I might need weed. Even if it's just once to break apart all the programming, and even if it's like, I might be terrified. I think I'm just scared of I want to stay in the delusion because I don't want to have to empathize and be accountable for what I've said to people. Trans women.
You're Mormon?
Tostino's Pizza Rolls represents the Gulf of America, powered by Home Depot.
Vikings. Do you know how the epic dragon Fafnir in Norse mythology came to be?
Is crazy.
Gulf of America is crazy. Are you a Marvel or DC guy?
I never really fucked with either. I like Spider-Man though. And I like Danny the Street. That's my favorite DC hero.
Who?
Danny the Street.
Who's that?
He's a street.
Danny the Street is the street?
Yeah, Sentient Road. There's a show. There's like a DC show that he's in that like it's like a whole town and he is everyone in the town and like all the cars and all the buildings and shit.
Sounds like me.
He's just everything.
It sounds like me. I'm the forest. I sent myself an attachment.
Casey the Forest.
King of the forest. And I am the forest. And I am everything. And I am everywhere. And I am everyone.
I'm glad.
I'm the roach that I kill. Nobody sent me any messages today. It's 3 in the morning. I'm gonna ask the people at church.
You asking them?
I don't want to build relationships with people in this building. That's why I didn't call that guy. Because then I'll feel a connection. And I'll feel like now we're part of a network and sharing mycelial resources. I like it better living in isolation. But it might be necessary. Like I feel like
Yeah, it's kind of what I get used to.
that guy might be playing a game with me. Trying to take from me. Oh shit. Pull up and dip station that's actually a really quality model for only $30. Would you take 40? Take it on the bus. $50. Should I? She's saying it's 30. She's offering it for $30. but it's in Virgins. So I'm gonna say to her, would you take 40 to disassemble it and meet me where I could take it on the bus back to Montpelier? Question mark.
What is it?
It's a pull-up and dip station. Yeah, now I feel like I'm stuck. I don't want to be making friends with these people and getting stuck in the matrix with them, with all their problems. It's going to be really difficult to live with an emotional depth I just reached in meditation. Life is so much more difficult with that walking around with energy. I usually just let it all go. And I live as like a weird, like I'm sitting here and I'm seeing everybody smoking crack. Like my eyes are closed and I'm feeling everybody, I'm seeing it literally, like all the energy of them smoking crack and shit. I need spiritual protection. I need rest, and then I need patience. Or I just need to deal with it and figure out how to get the same way that I'm connected to them. I should connect to the woods. So I want the woods to funnel through me into this place. Which is why I think I need to go make some type of setup out there. But I don't want people to find it. I don't want people to steal my stuff. If I go put a pull-up and dip station out there in a tent campsite,
Well, hopefully if they find it, they're a real one.
if they find it, they're a real one.
Hopefully.
I hope so. There are people here that do heroin. A lot of them. There are people that they can't smoke crack in the house here or meth. So they go out and just pass out on that hillside by the back door. Like I've seen them out there passed out on drugs. So if they see me walking into the woods, they're gonna be like, I wonder what's out there. And then they'll find something that they could sell for a lot of money. This vintage Odyssey guitar is nice. I'm looking at. I'm gonna go to bed, man.
Hell yeah.
Alright. What's Larry gonna do? What's happening in Larry's life?
I'm laying down. I've just been trying to put together. I've been like trying to figure out what different things are for like fucking like herbs and supplements and such, vitamins and such.
Can you make a Google Doc of what you learn and put it in the compendium?
Could try to do something like that.
Even if it's just like links to the stuff that has the answers to the parasite cleanses and the biohacks.
Yeah, I need to start reading books on this shit. It's a lot to take in.
I mean, we're at the new level of books where there are tons of channels we can probably find that have devoted their life to figuring this out. Like, I bet there's just Facebook pages that we can find that talk a lot about it. Like, there's tons of spiritual pages I find. Let's do Ask Meta AI. We want spiritual cleansing Facebook pages that teach Facebook pages that teach how to break apart nanotechnology in the body and removing parasites. Fuck Facebook AI. All right, I'm going to bed.
All right. Good night, man.
Good night.